Hey there, how's it going? Thank you guys for jumping on the channel. This is Chad, Nostalgic Survivor. Hey, we're gonna do a little video today on meditation, on not letting alcohol ruin your life. So basically, we gotta smash the idea that anything outside of spirituality and a recovery program isn't gonna work. I gotta take that super seriously. Super seriously. It all comes down to the mind, and I know that this can be a dangerous place to sit. My mind has lied to me numerous amounts of times, good or bad. It's usually been destroyed by thinking that I can take a drink. I don't have an off switch, so a guy like me, I shouldn't drink. And that's what we're doing now. We are maintaining that,
Subscribe
and we are involved in a lot of things, making a lot of good choices. And what this whole video is going to be about is stepping into a better choice, a clear head, taking a breath, because sometimes the best action is no action. But we're going to talk about taking good action in this video and making better choices. There's a lot of people who are struggling. A lot of people don't talk or ask for help. A lot of times we don't ask for help until we're in jail or we've ruined something, or sometimes people die. That's the extreme. I got to a point where I didn't want to hurt anybody else, and that's what I'm working on, is maintaining that balance. I don't ever want to get to a place to where I think I can drink and it's okay, because I can celebrate life and celebrate recovery without having to pick up a drink. Because if I can go back into my history, good or bad, a lot of things that I missed out on my life is because I took a drink. I've lost jobs, I've missed opportunities, relationships. That one hurts the most, as I pushed a lot of people away because of that. There's a lot of gals that like this guy right here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that stash amigo. Stashio. Hey, thanks for joining me. We're gonna jump into some great footage here with the channel. I'm blessed. And just remember, whenever you're in a situation, good or bad, you don't have to pick up a drink, no matter what the case. So we took a trip out to Durango, Colorado. Hit a little bit of the backcountry here. Met a guy named Dahl. Told me a story. His family's been through a lot. And this is a couple of his horses here. That was Rage. There's Phoenix. I got to ride Phoenix. Dahl just took his time to tell me a story about how he's balancing out his life and staying out of trouble with what him and his family have gone through. Powerful story. We sat underneath this tree, talked about the power of the mind, not to believe everything that you think, and to not have to act. There's times to react right away, but there's times to also just take no action. So as we're gearing up here, I haven't been on a horse in 15 years, but there was no fear whatsoever getting up on this horse Phoenix. Dahl took the time to show me how to put on the saddle and then how to get up on the horse. Giddy up on Phoenix, get on up, here we go. So conquering fear, getting up on this big old muscle with forward legs and power. I had to respect that power and strength, because a mistake or any fear of frightening these animals, you get trampled, you could die, it'll kill you. But they're one of the most gentle creatures I've ever encountered. So as we walked out to the pasture here, I had to remember the meditation in my mind. Take a deep breath. So let's start this off. We're gonna take one breath in and breathe it out nice and slow. I have to remember, I'm wanted, I'm needed, and I'm loved. I have a story. I tell myself, I have a story. I can help others. So when my mind tells me that I might not be worth anything or I'm not doing anything, I have to remember I'm doing the best that I can, and I'm willing to go to any lengths to maintain that balance and recovery. So I encourage you to think positive thoughts. You have to look around, look at your environment, see the creation, understand the Creator to the best of your capability, that love exists. Love is around you. You are love, and you are loved. Let's take another deep breath in. Breathe out slowly, just like the wind. I want to take a second here to remember my mother, who I lost 15 years ago, but gained so many people in the process. I want to remember that. I want to manifest that love right now. Let's pick a good memory and manifest on that good memory. Something that might have been painful, we can turn that into something positively that affects us. I have to remember, the effort is the best thing to get started. There is no perfection. I just show up. I misspell words. I mispronounce words because of an old brain injury. But I'm going to accept that that's who I am. I make mistakes, or I am just who I am. Breathe in, breathe out. This is Dahl and his horse, Rage. Here's his story a little bit.
So 2 years ago, my daughter's husband committed suicide. So she's been working through this for 2 years. So the first Christmas after that happened, she came down to visit. And I got her to come outside. We had a meeting every day at 10 o'clock, or a visitation, whatever you want to call it. And I got her to write. So she's writing down all of these things in her life. She filled up a whole page full of stuff. You know, house, kids, cars, real estate, jobs, moving, traveling, resentment, anger, fear. Her husband committed suicide.
Dahl goes into a very powerful moment here, saying that without help, without resources and willingness, we can stay in a perpetual motion of pain and suffering, hurting ourselves, our body, consuming alcohol and substance without healing. But there's hope. There's a process where we can find a way. We can heal as well. And that is accepting and acknowledging, number one, that there is an issue at hand. There's pain. We know it's there, but to acknowledge what we're doing that's causing us to suffer, drinking too much, bad relationships, losing relationships. I've done that so many times where I've just ghosted people. And it's a character defect of not wanting to be hurt or fear of not feeling good enough. I've been surrounded by love and good friends and then just walked away into silence and addiction for years. But I don't do that anymore. I'm in the process of healing. I want to thank Dahl for allowing me to come out on his ranch, talking to me about what he's been through in his family, what works and what doesn't work. And I hope that you can grab from this a breathing technique that allows you to slow your mind down, not believe everything that you think, and separate the false and negative narratives in our mind and bring in and perpetuate love. Let that flow of truth of one loving self to erase the past that we had, that we were nothing and worth nothing, because that's not true. Let us end this video on remembering the good thoughts, remembering that there is good in this world, that we can be loved, and that there's a great future ahead of us. Recovery has begun. I hope you find local resources that allow you to heal and reach your full potential. Thank you for watching.